Hey family. A good friend of mine recently mentioned the idea of micro meditations, and so I thought I would just share a little bit about what it means to do a micro meditation and how it can benefit you. So what this means is that you can think of it as like a little check-in throughout the day, a little mindful moment, a little step back into presence. And there are many ways of doing that. So one way is to tap into all five senses. So when you notice that the mind is very, very busy or very outside of the present moment, then you can be aware of what you can see, what you can hear, what you can touch. Place your hand on the table and notice the sensation of the wood beneath your hand. Notice anything you can smell, any tastes in your mouth. This is a really powerful micro meditation way of coming back into a state of presence. And another is one of the easiest I find is to take a slow, conscious breath with awareness. And so what it means to take a slow, conscious breath with awareness is to notice what it feels like to breathe. Notice what it feels like as the breath touches the rim of your nostrils. Notice how the air flows across the nasal passages. Notice what it feels like for the throat to open and the chest to expand. And so you might even take a moment right now to you can close the eyes or leave them open and notice the touch and the feel of your next breath. Notice what it feels like for the air to move across the nostrils. Notice what it feels like as the air moves into the body and touches the nasal passages. Feel into the expansion in the throat. And notice as the breath enters the chest, the way the rib cage so intelligently expands. And then follow the path of the exhalation as well. Notice what it feels like for the chest to relax as the breath starts to move out of the lungs, up the throat, across the nasal passages, and out through the nose. When you've completed a couple of mindful breaths, you kind of come back to this space. So this is another example of a micro meditation. Another idea is that when you notice yourself in a position of waiting, so maybe you are waiting in line for your coffee, you're waiting for the doctor, you're waiting at the bank, recognize what your go-to is in that moment. Oftentimes you'll see people in a waiting room all looking at their phone. And so if you have a tendency to look at your phone or pull out a book or otherwise occupy your mind with something while you're waiting, this is another really good opportunity for a micro meditation where you can tune into the breath or even just tune into the state of the mind. One of the teachings that I learned from my teacher that I really love is posing the question, if the mind had a smell in this moment, what would it smell like? So that's kind of a fun check-in micro meditation moment. And so these micro meditation opportunities are present all throughout the day and help bring you back to a grounded state of presence. And the benefit of being in the state of presence is, well, you're in the now moment, which is the only thing that's real. So it brings you out of past circumstances or out of future worry and into what's real right here, right now. So you're not missing out on that. Additionally, coming into the now moment helps us to recognize emotions that are present in real time, thereby avoiding that tendency to shove them, to resist them, to ignore them, so that they later come out as some some illness or some dis-ease. And so, yeah, try these micro meditations and see how you feel. Notice if the colors get brighter. Notice if your breath becomes more energizing. Notice how you feel, and let me know here in the comments. Tap the like if this helped you, and leave a comment there after trying it, letting me know how it goes, and any other ways that you would like some support in coming back into presence. Thank you so much.